All right, guys. I just did a set, my first little warm up. My glutes are tight. All right, we're doing a full leg day today. I'm traveling tomorrow, so I can already feel it in my back. So I'm gonna, today's, you know, sometimes there's days where it's like, today's the day where I'm doing one thing at a time today. We're gonna do full leg day, hitting quads, hams, glutes, focusing on every single exercise, really focusing on the movement. We're gonna slow things down a little bit today, but that does not mean the intensity slows down. Slowing down, lots of volume, let's get it.
Let's go! Do what I do! Work like I still got something to prove! Let's go! All I do! Work like I still got something to prove!
Before we even begin, I'm counting this as part of, it's a warm up, but this is gonna be, well, I really like kind of engaging my glutes before I kind of get to like squats or pretty much anything else. So I have a pretty good little circuit that we're doing today. We're doing 3 sets, 3 to 4 sets. First thing we're doing is a banded hyperextension, one of my favorite movements for glute. Then we're gonna do banded reverse hypers. Now, if you have a reverse hyper machine, you can for sure do this. I don't, so I'm just going to get on just a slight elevation, so it gives me a little extra room for my knees. I'm gonna hold on here, and we're gonna put our feet together like a frog. So adding the band, that's gonna keep your knees from going in. You gotta push out, which is gonna engage your glutes. And then you're just bringing your feet up to the sky and squeeze your butt. Then we're going right into hip bridge abductions. These are nice and slow. You're not just repping out like this. So it's out, squeeze your butt, hold for a good 2 seconds, and then in. So 10 to 12 also here. You're gonna do this whole round 3 times, and then we'll get into the big stuff. Taking off. Check out these new shoes. Nike, feel free to sponsor me. I spent a lot of money on your website, so bam, I don't know what these are. Air Maxes, these are sick. But I don't want to ruin them, so I'm gonna put the old, oh, what do you know, Nike, another shoe. My goodness. I do not get paid to say any of that, just so you know. I spend lots of money on shoes. I love shoes. I'm a huge sneakerhead, as I should be. But these ones, actually, these are also Air Maxes, but they're like the training edition. People ask me about my shoes all the time, but I like this because it has a nice sturdy heel. I still use a heel elevation, but these have a little bit of heel elevation and it's solid. It's not like cushy like a running shoe. Anywho, now that we had just made my glutes exploded, my goodness. Now that they're like super engaged, I like engaging my butt before I get to squats so that when I am squatting, I can feel it more. So they're already sort of like pre-exhaust, and then I can have like greater mind muscle connection. We're gonna be doing pause squats today, really focusing on not going as heavy, but really, really slow on the way down, good 3-second count on the way down. And then we're gonna hold the bottom at a complete dead stop. So you're not bouncing out of the bottom, because when you are squatting, no matter what, if you're not thinking about it, you have what's called a stretch reflex in your knee. Plus, I'm also wearing knee sleeves, which also give that stretch reflex. But your knees, as you come down, you almost get like a little bounce out of the bottom. So we're gonna take that completely out. We're gonna come to an absolute dead stop. When you do that, you recruit more muscle fiber, especially from those glutes and hamstrings, to get you out of the hole, because that's the sticking point for most people. The hardest part of the squat is the bottom, getting out of that hole. So these reps are going to be like 8 to 10. I'm gonna try to stick to about 10 reps. A little higher volume today, really focusing on really good slow contractions, mind to muscle. Like, be super bodybuilder today.
Let's go! Do what I do! Work like I still got something to prove!
Today I didn't want to go crazy heavy. And I also didn't want to do a whole lot of supersets. Been filming all week. You're messing with me, man. Little did these people know how much we film all in a week. But especially with, you know, I go based on my mood, how I'm feeling, what type of workout I'm gonna be doing. If I don't have like a whole lot of energy, or I have some like just feeling a little bit sore, I'm not gonna throw my body into something that it's not capable of doing today. So I'm not gonna throw a lot of supersets at it. Today, you know, I'm in the mood for more slow, controlled, but also a lot of volume, because that's what's gonna get me pumped. Okay. Goal here is 15 to 20. 4 sets. Whatever you get for this first one. Actually, I'm gonna put on the weight that I want to do, and hopefully I end in that 15 to 20 range. And then every set I'm going to match what I got. So let's say I get 18 for this first one, unbroken 18. Second set, maybe I only get 15 in a row. You take a 5-second break, rest, pause, and get those last 3. So every single set's gonna have the same amount of reps, but you might, maybe by the 4th set, have to do 2 rest pauses to get that, whatever you got for the first set. So I'm gonna do 2 plates and a quarter because I like that weight. It's what I know I can get for 15 to 20. And then I'm gonna match it for every set.
What are you doing over here?
You know, just thinking about life, thinking about Rome again. I don't know why I think about it so much. Just do. Anywho. All right. I know not everyone has amazing pendulum squat. So I just want you to choose some sort of squat, more quad dominant squat. So whether that's a hack squat or a front facing hack squat, leg press with your feet lower, this leg press where you're like a seated leg press, something like a little bit quad dominant. And we're going for 12 reps. Now we just did squats, pause squats, extensions. So this is gonna feel a lot heavier than it is. So again, good full depth, slow, controlled, just good 12 solid squats. And we're gonna move on to hamstrings. Overthinking this today. Moving on to hamstrings. I'm gonna do the same kind of concept we did with the extensions. So I'm gonna put on like a weight that I know I can get like 15 to 20 with. We'll see what I get completely unbroken on my fresh set, and then every set I have to match it. Because as you saw, by this set 2, I already couldn't match the 17, I only got 12. So it took almost 2 to 3 rest pauses by the time I was like on my 4th set. So same thing, that's it, like whatever I get, but maybe it's 17 again, get 17 for every single set then. Now that we blew up our hamstrings, now we're gonna get to like our more compound, well, not more compound movement for hamstrings. And we're doing stiff-legged deads. I always do RDLs, I love RDLs. So the difference between stiff-legged dead and RDL is your butt is going to draw back a lot more on an RDL. So there's a little more hinge, and then you're also going to be bending your knees just a little bit as you come back up. Stiff leg, now we're doing it with trap bar. So usually I use dumbbells, and a good thing for me to remember so that my legs kind of stay more like in a bent position, but you're not bending and straightening, is the dumbbells kind of drift out towards your toe. RDL comes right next to your legs. But, you know, I've been doing RDLs on this trap bar, so we're gonna do stiff-legged deads. We're also going to add a toe elevation, which is just gonna create more stretch in your calves, which is also gonna create more stretch in the back of your hamstrings. Second thing I want you to focus on is coming to a dead stop. So instead of just coming up and down. We're going to actually pause, just like a deadlift. You usually pause for a second because you're coming from a dead stop. So we're gonna come all the way down, stop front on the ground, pause for a second, and then up. Slow on the way down, pause, and up. 12 reps. Whoa, here we are. We are at the final exercises. So a little bit of a drop set on this one. Wouldn't be a leg day unless I did something unilaterally. I like doing at least one exercise where you're working one leg at a time. And one of my favorite exercises to do that is with Bulgarians. We're going to do a weighted Bulgarian. So whether that's a dumbbell, kettlebell, barbell, whatever you want to use. I like to use one at a time. And I hold the dumbbell with the opposite hand of the leg that's working. I like that because then it kind of hits the outer side of my sweep of my quad. If you want to hold both, because it's a little more stable that way. When you have one, you obviously are going to be also working your core a little bit too, because if the weight's pulling me this way, I got to counter it with my core. So adds a little bit of a core. So you're doing 10 weighted, then you're going to drop the weight and you're going to do 10 just body weight. And then we're going to add 5 jumps at the end, 5 jumping Bulgarians, also without weight. So 15 total, no, sorry, 25 total. 10 weighted, 10 body weight, 10 body weight jumping, or 5 body weight jumping. Jeez! And we're doing 3 sets of this, and then we're done. Yeah. Guys, owie, owie, that last part. Oh my goodness. But my legs feel full all the way around, and my butt is still sort of pumped. So adding those glutes at the beginning, and then just getting right into squats. Oh, this was a great workout. This will be up on DLB Daily. I don't know when, but I'm gonna surprise everyone with this one. But because it's gonna look like it's really easy, because if you've been training with me, then you know I superset all sorts of stuff, but sometimes just simplifying it and really focusing on each exercise, messes me up. For more workouts, if you want to follow my daily training every single day, it changes. Every single day it changes. Head on over to the DLB Daily app. Let's make progress together. I'm already thinking, well, that's all the cookie crumbles. He wants me to say that. That's not my tagline. It's not my tagline. Guys, help me with a good tagline. I'm going with progress. I like progress.
We'll catch you on the flippity flip.
Get you on the flippity flop.